end of Wavy's run due to that.
Absolutely.
So Wavy did have to leave, but that.
We would have had a nice, fun set of Swirv and Wavy. That would have been an insane set between two, passionate, static teammates together. I think that set would have been amazing to watch.
Exactly. That was like one of the fun story parts, is that we had Gopo and Paradox with the friendship that they have. Or friendship.
Their friendship rivalry.
Whatever that is. And then the teammate crew, but also the rivalry that Swirv and Wavy had built up against each other too.
Such passionate teammates together, but at the same time, they're the ones keeping the other one pushing and
that
moving,
was
and they
Arya
funded by the rivalry.
Jake too. Arya is one of the few matchups that Jake don't like.
Exactly.
So that could have been potentially like Wavy's only ever gotten 5th here. Like as good as Wavy is, he only ever gets 5th at Vortexes. So he was gonna break that curse no matter what. And he could have kept going, but that does put him at 4th place today, ending in, of course, Streamline fell before that. That's the people's champ. We love Streamline
the
here.
GOAT, the GOAT.
Incredible job by Swirv before. Okay, they're good to go now. I gotta fill time. I gotta let people, I gotta build a story. Everybody just wants to run right into the matches. I want y'all to know the lore.
I love the plot.
Yes.
The plot has to thinking for these, because that's kind of what it is. There's so much like story that's like kind of developing with like New England versus Tri-State, and then the player versus player matchup.
And to be honest, that's something that's always missing for these things. A lot of people, I get it. I gotta make this clear. I get it. Playing online without being able to go to people, you can only do it for so long. But when you have in-person build-up like this Losers Finals be coming up next year, where Paradox is trying to keep his potential high-placing run going. Swirv with his own, he had a dub out here too, and how good he is against Batman.
Oh my
and he's
God.
looking like he's already gonna set one up right now.
Pushing
He's
him away
so good against Batman. Why is he
seconds.
so good against Batman?
Swirv already pushes Paradox out of here, saying absolutely not. You will not be playing this game. No winner side, no grand finals for you.
He's
absolutely
so
not.
good. But yes, we build the lore. We like building the story because it makes people feel more invested.
Yes.
And I hope all of you get to go out to locals and lands and stuff soon. It was only going to continue to build up. I know Texas had one today.
Support
I know
your lands.
Vegas has one now. I know Cali's been working on one. Mass and everybody got one. PA's got one. I hope Florida gets one soon too. We are not going anywhere as we are watching this incredible set already. Swirv, back to that point, is OD against covering Batman's recovery.
He's
insane. I don't get it.
It's insane. He's able to like, there are parts of it where it's like relatively exploitable, but you have to be using like a good character that has like the tools to be able to punish it. And Swirv utilizes it to its fullest potential every single time. As soon as Batman is off stage, he's able to come in here and put him in disadvantage, and then that's a stun.
Yeah, he's still holding on to it too, and it's not the easiest thing to do, because reminder that Jake is currently still the same weight as pre-patch before. I know that's changing very soon, but on Sky Arena, even with the post-patch weight, he still survives he survives better on this stage. Batman only survives for so long on any given stage.
This is so scary. Gonna die to the up. He's so low there, bouncing off the wall too.
That was interesting. Like, I feel like Swirv. It might have been Swirv still holding up at the late hit of up attack, or excuse me, up air off the side. So he might have actually just helped them get up to these guys.
Some questionable DI. Oh my God! And the uppy stretch gonna take off the stock.
Don't touch
no
that.
touching. No
I know
touching.
it looks like it's like, ew, what is that? You don't touch that. Like, he's so stretchy. Ew. Oh, I died.
The sign says don't touch.
That's like curiosity killed the cat for a reason. Okay, don't touch that.
Exactly. Curiosity killed the Catwoman. And right now we're seeing 2 stocks to 1 even percents right now. But oh my God, Swirv is already so. He's already so far in the lead, and all it takes is for him to put Paradox in disadvantage one more time, and that could be the stock. The Chomp already running off stage. Wall bounce. Oh, and he tries to go for the skateboard.
I'm not even kidding. I think Swirv is the
downward forward air.
Is straight up the only person in the building that when he sees that there's a Batman on the opposing side of the screen, he goes, yes, because he is just so good at picking apart the recovery in the in just the options you could choose, because Seer forces you to have to dodge in some way. You can't just glide for free.
Exactly.
Once you see that Batarangs burned or an extra jumper dodge, that's great. Now I'm going to shift back the stage. I'm going to put out a down attack. I'm going to put out a down air. It don't matter. You have to respect me.
Yep,
Most of the time, Batman just disrespects everybody on his way back. Not Jake. That's how Swirv is so good at it.
You have to give Jake full respect, and you have to be on your A game with it, and you have to make sure that you're not panicking in any situation that he's trying to pressure you in, and you just have to be on it. And if you aren't, it's gonna be Swirv taking your stock at 13%, 8 seconds into the first game. And here we go, going into game 2, gonna be on Trophy's edge. I probably like this pick a little more, smaller ceilings for Paradox to be able to get earlier kills off the top. It seems like he was struggling with a big game 1, and right now he's already pushing him, but he's still up special. Not going to be able to take the stock quite yet.
Ooh. Now, if there's one thing that does work well, at least in the favor of what Paradox can pull off, is that Batman, when played well against Jake's disadvantage, can be extremely overwhelming. It could be very difficult for Jake to set up, but I think that's one of the greatest strengths of Swirv. He understands when it's not worth it. Like, he gets when it's not worth it to try and constantly check Batman. He'll back off. It's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put out these up Bs. Did you stop? Cool. Now I'm gonna replay neutral now. We're good. As I get to Sarah.
As soon as he chopped him and put him off stage, I had a feeling that it was already over, and I think Paradox knew it too because he floated back near the blast zone, tried to grapple, and he's like, I have to finesse some way to get here. But Swirv absolutely not even giving him a chance. He's side air from Jake.
He really doesn't give you much of a chance. It doesn't even care what the character is. He just challenges it so well. Straight up full right hook like Steve's just showing in the background.
Absolutely. And it's positions like this where it's gonna be up to Paradox to be able to adapt to this and try to find a way around it. And right now he already has Swirv off stage. The ball explosion into the up special. Perfect.
Between the fade back to bait the early recovery option, then using the battering, forcing him to fade away. Now your bat bomb still applied. You have to go up, but hopefully not get too close to the blast zone. You think nobody's gonna chase you. Paradox will always chase you.
No matter who you are, he's not afraid, and that's such like important game sense that like you see Swirv and it's Swirv's edge guarding you every single time you're off stage no matter what. And then you have Swirv off stage and you have to go out there. You can't be afraid to go out there and edge guard. If you don't do it, then you're just giving him a chance to live, and that's like you can't have that happen.
Yeah, it's true enough. Like honestly, like the minimum windows you get to like challenge Jake's recovery at that matter. We talked a lot about Batman's recovery. Jake has incredible stall still.
Yes,
so he has many ways to get around a lot of what you want to put at him.
Strong not going to take the stock, but the strong forward air directed up is going to be so strong to be able to take the stock.
Side air.
Side air, excuse me, side air.
That is the official term.
That is
But also separately, all that aside, how does he keep not being scared that Batman is right over the top of him and he does it anyway?
He's reaching all the way up there. He's sending him to the heavens, going up there with him, holding his hand all the way to the gates.
All right, this is still an opportunity for Paradox to put one on the board. He's only taken 31%, and his battering control has been phenomenal. But good last-second dodge from Swirv to get away from that. That could have been 2 Sares and an uppercut, putting him around 50.
I love how Paradox has adapted so far to Swirv's edge guarding and ledge trapping, whereas instead of like, he knows off stage, he's like, he's kind of at a death sentence. He's fighting his way back and he's doing what he can. He's like hauling out Swirv's, Swirv's going high to try to edge guard him and he's throwing battering. But at the same time, to make up for being edge guarded, he's able to come in and be able to oppress him in neutral so that it's even. No matter what, if he's getting edge guarded at 15, he's snapping right back and able to still keep up in neutral and making it close.
Exactly what we were saying before. One of the few opportunities that Batman has that will make that can make someone like Swirv as good confident as he is the fact that his speed is just so good at overwhelming sometimes. Oh, that, by the way, there's few windows where that will lead to a true combo. That was so good. I gotta go back and break that down. Down attack to down attack 2 sometimes leads to nothing. But if you get it off of a ground bounce, it will lead to a second ground bounce, which you could jump cancel Sarah 1 into uppercut and get a follow-up. Or if you're close enough, you could get jump canceled there, which is a little bit tighter of a window, but Paradox is, he just never drops those.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's not a free combo because you have to react off the ground bounce, usually off of a positioned battering, and he never lets those go. If he let that go, though, that was probably going to Swirv.
Yeah, absolutely. That just shows like the player skill from Paradox. Like in that position,
I gotta update the score.
I'm sorry, you got it. You can't be dropping those, and a player like Swirv, he's not. A player like Paradox, he's not dropping those. He knows that he can't afford to drop those.
It's actually crazy. Oh, don't you leave Cromulons open when the Jake is on the other side there. Okay. Ooh, smart Paradox. Smart Paradox. Let it be a lesson to all y'all. Never leave Cromulons open for Jake in a 1v1 situation.
Absolutely not. You don't want it. Absolutely.
You are asking to get destroyed.
Yeah, you're asking to just get camped. You're asking to get a press in neutral, get stalled. You just don't want it. And right now, speaking of stalling, not stalling anymore from Paradox. Going into game 1 or going into game 3, this is already like such a better start that we've seen from Paradox throughout this entire set. He's already 0-79
by far. This is definitely his best start free. He's literally zeroed at that thing at the moment. Will he finish his job? He's gonna have to let the battering come back. Of course, push. You just let Jake do what he's doing there. But he's still refusing to get hit. He finally gets checked, though, for a dare. And that one dare equaled not just 26, but what could almost be a stock.
That was almost the stock. And that's just the power of, like, Swirv. He knows that he was about to get zeroed almost to death. And he was able to come back, snap back, and almost got the kill, and kind of almost even it up in neutral. And we're going to see the fair one into up special. That's going to be taking the first stock. It's so important for Paradox to have a lead here.
And he kept himself safe there, too. He always makes sure that on round start, especially post you trying to check him, that command grab won't be enough just yet. Usually that is in that spot. But
he barely missed the side air.
Oh, my God.
That's actually such a crucial drop from Swirv that he
barely misses them. He never misses his air. So, like, what are you going to do now when you try to, like, go for the edge guard again? And there's that ground bounce situation I mentioned before, but Bat Bomb that time. His mix-ups on how he goes for damage it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
That time, Paradox was able to read that he was going to go for a down directional side air, and he went up that time. And right now,
I like how they both reset neutral, by the way, after that really scary off-stage situation, because a lot of people overextend. Okay, so even with Wake Nerf, by the way, he wasn't dead to that. However, that would have been real scary. Triple Dare gets the job done, though, Exiled. He puts himself on the board.
Yes, absolutely. He's not going out without a fight. He's able to put himself on the board, and that's kind of what Swirv needed to kind of get back into this. After he missed that one edge guard that, he never misses, he went from 25 to 90. That's the worst kind of extra credit that you can have happen to you. And right now he puts him off stage. This is such a big edge guard.
He's going for early one!
It's going to be the early stock. He snaps right back. He says, absolutely not. I'm not dropping this again. And I'm showing you why I'm going to win this set.
Swirv is so ridiculous.
Oh, and he
Paradox answers right
special.
back. He wastes no time whatsoever. We mentioned it before, and we got to say it again. The fact that you can stay as composed as you are after getting knocked out like that, you have to have good mentality as he gets this back to one stock apiece.
You have to keep your composure in these situations. Paradox, I can only imagine, was feeling so stressed after being up this entire game, dying at 27 like that, and then being able to still take the stock off Swirv to even it back up for this crucial game 3 here.
This is on Sky Arena at that too, so the longer the match lasts, the more beneficial it is for Jake to survive longer. So that's why you cannot let situations like that continue to grow. You can't let Swirv build on damage for free without closing them up. And he's already got... Actually, this is an even game. I didn't realize he was already at 50.
Even.
This is as even as you could get.
The Bat Bomb with the up special, he's chasing him right now. This is such good sharking from Paradox, and he actually spikes him with it instead. Paradox going up 2-1 in the set.
That was so good, because if you watch back, if you pay close attention to the way that Swirv was recovering, he went upwards, he used the dodge. There's already a jump. Dodge, burn, 2. So you're less likely because you want to use maybe another dodge to cancel away from the Bat Bomb. And then you take the Batarang to the face. And all of a sudden you realize, wait,
I'm dead.
How many resources do I have left? Oh, I died. It catches you off guard. Uh-oh. So, I got to point this out.
Uh-oh. It's time.
We talked about
earlier.
We talked about Darth Pin. We talked about people got their power-ups, sleeves up for light and stuff. Jake the Star Child is here. For anybody who has watched a lot of Swirv, this is when Swirv means business. Jake the Star Child is the winner skin for Swirv.
Absolutely,
it has now arrived.
He's putting on his big boy pants, and he's ready to come back into this set. Down 2-1 right now versus Paradox in a set that he was looking so confident in before, but now Paradox has been coming back, switched it up, and it's looking so much better for Paradox in this kind of set.
Yeah, and this is also like a huge thing for me to see out of Paradox. So the fact that he's been playing so well, so consistently over the past few events that he's come through, and he's finally getting like checked by some people, and he's been able to answer back. That's crucial to a player's growth, especially against a contender like the likes of Swirv, who's currently looking at a 2-1 deficit.
Absolutely, I totally agree. This is like this game is so important for Swirv, actually. I think the last game was just as important, but right now he needs to be able to adapt to Paradox, his such oppressive neutral. And he's kind of starting to drop a lot of these edge guards. Paradox is starting to catch on to the habits of Swirv and how he edge guards. Oh, and the side air 2 actually snapping him back into stage after whiffing the side air 1. Not something you normally would see from a Batman.
Ooh, man, this is actually like... I'm stressing. I'm not even playing the game right now. Just the fact that they had to slow it down. You can't just be the one to constantly rush forward at either character. They're both extremely good anti-aerial characters. And speaking of, that move right there is so good at doing exactly that.
Yes, it's so good. It's just so good versus Batman, a character that's, relatively big, and a lot of his neutral is like super vertical based. And then you accidentally get caught by the stretch, and that's your stock.
Also, you got Swirv just kind of chilling in skies as long as possible. That is one of his greatest abilities. Of course, you have all of those aerials that keep you in place.
Yes.
So it lets you drift down. Not the safest thing, but it does work most of the time.
Oh my
just
god,
missed.
and he almost caught him with the grappling hook. That would have been so big for Paradox, but right now, he didn't get it, but this at the same time, it's going to be up to him to be able to take the stock without taking too much extra credit from Swirv. And the up special taking it off the top, only 34% on Paradox. This is still a really good position for him.
Not bad at all. I also actually had a bit of a flashback moment to when I saw that him go all the way up the skies up there. Oh,
my
no
god,
way.
he almost got caught by that.
That would have been enormous.
Paradox was nervous. He actually didn't commit to it. He wasn't confident in it because he saw him jump, and if he went for the double jump up special, he would have actually caught it.
So the reason why is something I was actually just building up to. Jake can reverse you if the up special starts before you get up there. And you get caught by that, you get dragged into the blast zone.
Yep.
That happened to Chavo in a crazy set against Pin a long time ago, like a month-ish ago or so, like that. Now, I know Paradox is aware of that, so he's got to be very careful about how he decides to approach Swirv in those situations.
Absolutely, you have to be careful, and that's like, again, that just shows more of like his such fundamental knowledge. And right now, Swirv has him off stage using the Batarang to combat him. He's playing back. He's not letting him get edge guarded. That's actually so crucial for Paradox because it would have put him down. It's the stock lead in this game.
Exactly, and Paradox sitting at 127 right now. You are living on borrowed time, but is he going to go chase? No, he waited for the dodge first, but he actually didn't get off the ground off that dodge upward that Batman can do along with Superman, and instead, now he's sitting here trying to get around up attacks, which he does, but that's only for so long, but he strikes first!
The double up special with the Bat Bomb. That's just so important for Paradox right now, and he's right now up 2 stocks to 1 at 140. This is almost so even right now. Oh, and the stretch going to be taking the stock. Right now, we're both pretty much even percents last stock apiece for this game 4. Whoever gets this next opening is going to be so crucial, and we see right now, you know, Swirv is kind of trying to not interact too much in neutral. He's stuck with the Bat Bomb.
Like you said, we got match point right now for Paradox to get a rematch against Gopo. Match point for Swirv to get the rematch against Gopo. Both of them sitting here due to Gopo, trying to get up there to get that match back.
They want their run back, absolutely, but who wants this run back more?
Honestly, this match almost feels like a battle for grands in the way Gopo's been playing. It's like, yeah, this is the true winner of the tournament right here.
Absolutely.
But,
oh, with the Bat Bomb into the up special! That conversion was such an early percent. It's so smart by Paradox to be able to adapt to that on the fly and see it, and then be able to get it on Swirv.
Paradox keeping the near perfection of his performances alive against the likes of Swirv, who has started off the set with killing him at 10-ish%.
So dominant.
Like
he
5
took the
seconds
first
into the
stock
match, said, "Whop,
8 seconds.
Whop." Like, I'm like, all right, GG, bro. Like, you got it. You got it. I guess.
You got that.
But
you got that.
instead, bringing it all the way back.
His adaptation,
Good mentality.
that adaptation and the mentality from Paradox that set is absolutely unrivaled, and like I can only imagine what's going on in his head, the relief that's going through